Golden Wildfire. Field of Beginnings. The Federation successfully aids the Imperial Army, and together they pursue the Kingdom and Church forces. However, Claude's sole aim is to eliminate Archbishop Rhea. While Edelgard contends with the Royal Army, Claude and his forces go after the Church. In their pursuit, they arrive at the Tailtean Plains, where Seiros and Nemesis battled long ago.
It's not much further to Kingdom territory. Once we've crossed the border, we'll march through the Tailtean Plains and make our way to Faerghus.
The plains of Tailtean are the largest in all of Faerghus. As I recall, they're also where a well-known battle took place long ago.
We're going by land instead of sea this time, huh? I have to admit, I prefer it this way.
We may have taken a wild little detour, but we're finally back to marching on the Kingdom capital.
Claude, are you sure it would not be prudent to ask the Imperial Army for assistance? They certainly owe us after that last battle.
The Imperial Army changed course to travel west, and Edelgard went after them. They're well on their way to Aryan Road. Most of the Kingdom's forces have gathered in the west as well. Rhea and her troops are the only ones who fled north.
I don't get it. Sure, it makes sense for the Kingdom to reinforce their position on the Western Front. They're losing ground there after all. But is the King of Faerghus really abandoning the defense of his capital city and the Church?
I can't claim to know what his intentions are, but I suspect Dimitri's decided to leave the rest to me.
What's that supposed to mean? What in the world could the king of an enemy territory trust you with?
I think I get it. Dimitri is counting on Claude. The Central Church is just a millstone around the Kingdom's neck at this point. Dimitri's probably hoping Claude will cut him loose.
Are you suggesting that the king wishes to avoid formally cutting ties with the Central Church and is therefore using us to bring about its demise? I have heard that the Central Church aided the Kingdom when civil war broke out. Perhaps Dimitri feels indebted to the Archbishop, and his knightly values demand he not oppose her directly.
But that's... no. I suppose this is the nature of war.
There's more to it than that. The Kingdom and the Church have a long history, full of reasons why the King can't betray them. Long ago, the hero Lug von Blythid cut down the Adrestian Emperor of his day. In fact, their battle took place on the Tailtean Plains, which we're just about to cross. The Church mediated the conflict and recognized House Blythid's independence, leading to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Faerghus. As you might have guessed, that's how they got the holy bit in their name.
So essentially, abandoning the Church would mean turning their back on the very group to whom they owe their independence.
And that's why Dimitri wants the fledgling Leicester Federation to do his dirty work and abolish the Church in his stead. And that's my guess, anyway. But his reasons are immaterial, since getting rid of the Church is what we've been after all along. For the sake of our future and the free world to come, we'll tear down the Central Church and put an end to Rhea.
You can count on it. And if they run off to Faerghus, we'll just have to conquer the capital to get to them.
That's the spirit. You know, kid, you've really become someone we can depend on. And now, Your Majesty, we await your official order.
You got it, Judith. It's time to fling open the doors to a whole new era. All forces, advance!
I have a proposal.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Yep, I've got this.
One step at a time.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result. Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there, Ignatz. What are you up to?
Oh, Claude. I was just admiring the scenery. I come here sometimes to bask in the embrace of unfettered natural beauty. Stunning, isn't it? I find being in the environment like this to be quite calming.
You can say that again. My favorite napping spot's always been right under a nice, shady tree.
That does sound comfortable.
Ignatz, you always wanted to be a painter, right?
Huh? Well, yes, but how did you know that?
Oh, easy. I've got you all figured out, my friend. All your secrets, your worries, everything. Kidding, of course.
Right.
Really, it wasn't too hard to piece together. I heard you haven't always wanted to be a knight. And seeing you take in the world the way you do, there was only one possibility. You dreamed of being a painter, but gave it up before you could ever make it a reality.
My father wished that I become a knight, yes. But the decision to actually do so was mine alone. That's enough of that, though. What demands our attention most in this moment is the instability both in and outside of Leicester's borders. As a knight, I must do whatever I can to help alleviate the situation.
You're right. The whole alliance was in complete chaos when Shahid attacked. But that's exactly why I founded the Federation, so we could overcome whatever strife came our way.
I really wish there was more I could do to help.
In that case, how about we send you on a reconnaissance mission?
What?
It's simple. You go to all sorts of different places, maybe scout out a few towns, and take note of everything you see and hear while you're there. Sounds like the perfect job for you, doesn't it?
Are you sure I'm the right person for it?
Of course I'm sure. I want you to travel the world, Ignatz. See the wonders it has to offer with your own two eyes.
You know, I thought my dream of becoming a painter was nothing more than dust in the wind. That giving up was my only path forward in life. But you've shown me that isn't how it has to be. Once this war is over, I'll do whatever it takes to make it a reality again.
As you should. What kind of dream would it be if you just abandoned ship the moment one little thing knocked you off course?
Thank you, Claude. Once I'm a full-fledged painter, I'll be sure to do a wonderful portrait of you. I promise.
Sounds good to me. Oh, and make sure it's extra grand so that it'll survive for centuries to come.
Yes, of course.
Late again. I just get so caught up in my studies. There it is again! No, it must be Raphael today. It has to be. I checked that he'd be training and everything. He even specifically said he'd be doing it after dinner, so... That doesn't make it any less scary, though. I guess he can't help but yell while he trains, but I really wish he'd figure out how not to.
Hey, what's with the creepy voice?
I could ask you the same thing. Do you have to be so loud and booming all the time? The least you could do is keep it down a bit. Raphael! What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm on my way back from my training session. But you heard that weird noise too, right? I tried listening real close to see where it was coming from, but no luck.
Wait. You mean to tell me you're not the one who was making it? And here I'd convinced myself it was you training.
Hey now! My muscles scream during a good workout, but it's nothing horrible like that.
I'm sorry, Raphael. Wait! That's not the point! If it wasn't you, then maybe there really is a ghost!
There!
Ah! Oh no! It's here!
Yep, I think it's coming from inside the storage.
I don't care where it's coming from! Just go on and check it out already, Raphael!
Well, okay. But are you sure you want me going alone? I'd be leaving you here all by yourself.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'll stay hidden behind you.
This is the place. Come on, Lysithea. We're going in!
Wait, it's a puppy?
Oh, hey there, little guy. You hungry again? You're a big eater, just like me. The minute you finish one meal, it's straight on to seconds.
Raphael, do you know this dog?
Oh, yeah, he's my eating buddy. Little guy can chomp down 10 times his body weight in food.
Wow, and he stayed so small. Wait just a minute. Shouldn't you have realized it was him earlier? I got all spooked for nothing.
There you are, Lorenz.
What is it you need now, Balthus?
I want to talk about the debt I owe your father. We never settled that, and I'm thinking I should probably pay it back.
Ah, that. Well, as head of House Gloucester, I have determined you no longer need to repay it. Judging by the specifics of the requests, I highly doubt my father ever expected recompense.
Well, would you look at that? The current Count Gloucester sure is a generous sort.
You have saved me countless times on the battlefield since joining our army. Asking a comrade in arms for mere coin when I owe them a life debt would only sully the good name of House Gloucester.
Well, I still appreciate it. So, does that mean I can just drop the whole investigate Claude thing? I mean, I've already dug up an entire mound of dirt on the guy, but I'm happy to let it all go.
That is dangerous information to have on our king. Destroy all record and speak of it to no one.
You sure? There's some real juicy stuff in there. Your head would probably pop clean off if I told you.
I admit that my curiosity is piqued. Oh, what to do? In that case, Balthus, hold this information of yours tight and make sure it lands in no other hands. When the time comes that we need it, I will take it into my possession.
When you need it? What's that mean?
It is quite possible that I will become the next king after Claude. You take good care of it in the meanwhile. All for the sake of Lorenz, Helm, and Gloucester!
How the heck did I end up having to help you?
My apologies. Will you not be assisting me? Though you may be only a former noble, I have the utmost trust you will not betray me after my having cleared your debts.
Not too happy about this, but I am glad to have one less debt on my plate. Still, looks like I've landed with a real scoundrel. If only he were a lady instead.
Let's see.
Do my ears deceive me? I am grateful. I would like to return the favor. Please, take this prized possession as a thank you gift.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
That should come in handy.
Oh, look at that!
Even a mule will eventually reach its destination.
I bet this'll come in handy.
think it's making sense now.
I feel like I've taken hold of something.
This is suitable.
I'll take what I can get.
This is quite fascinating.
Another trick up the old sleeve.
Just gotta let my muscles do their thing.
Prowess means nothing without resolve.
I bet this'll come in handy.
This is suitable.
Can't wait to get back out there.
There must be more to this.
Only thorns left on this rose.
Hey, that's not half bad.
Training can be with proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I know you're busy, Your Majesty, but do you have a moment? It's important.
If it's really important, I have all the moments in the world. What's this about? There are so many possibilities, I can't even guess.
As you are well aware, we've cast away Leicester's old alliances and begun anew as the Federation. And we've now joined forces with the Empire to overthrow the kingdom and dissolve the Central Church.
You're happy with all that, right?
Of course, Your Majesty. I would even go so far as to say I'm your greatest supporter.
I appreciate that. I feel much more secure in my position as king knowing I have your support.
I am fully confident you'll be able to fulfill our goals in this war. But my question concerns what happens after that. You say you want to remove the Church's authority from Fodlan and build society anew.
That's right. The systems that currently bind Fodlan were all created by the Church to serve their own interests. Now, I won't say they're all bad in and of themselves, but ultimately, they exist to maintain the authority of the Church of Seiros. And so long as we revere them, Fodlan will never be able to move forward. Do you agree?
Let me make sure I understand. When this war is over, you wish to step back and reevaluate both the existing system of nobility and our manner of faith. And you also wish to establish relations with people from other lands and those who follow other faiths. Is that accurate?
Exactly. I want to knock down the walls that keep us closed in. See, I knew you'd get it.
Does this also extend to Fodlan's throat? Will you throw open its gates and look to establish a friendly relationship with the Almirans?
Yes, of course. It will depend on how they respond to our overtures, but that's what I'm hoping for.
And what of House Goneril, a family long seen as the enemy of the Almirans? Would you send its only daughter to form a marital bond with the Almiran royal family? Is that a possible scenario?
Huh? Are we talking about Hilda?
Our house has no other daughters.
Ah, okay, I see where this is going. Don't worry, Holst. I may be the King of Leicester, but I've no interest in also being a royal matchmaker.
But what if the next king of Almira turns out to be a kind and decent man? What if Hilda even likes him?
If Hilda wants to marry that hypothetical heartthrob, I'm not gonna stop her. Look, what's all this really about?
Apologies. My imagination ran free for a moment. If that is what Hilda wants, then I will not stand in her way either.
Your imagination's definitely still running there.
I'm just as worried about Hilda's future as I am about Leicester's. Maybe even more so.
I completely understand, so let me just say this. I believe that both Leicester's and Hilda's futures are as bright as they can be. All I ask is that you trust me.
I shall take your words firmly to heart. All I ask in return, Your Majesty, is that you continue to safeguard my sister, no matter what may come.
You got it. And, wow, you're really serious about this, Holst.
There you are, Lynn.
Oh, Dorothea. How unusual. I didn't expect to see you in a place like this.
It's not unusual when I've been looking for you literally everywhere. You skipped out on the War Council meeting this morning. Claude seemed very upset with you.
Yes, something came up that required pulling an all-nighter 2 nights in a row, so I had some sleep debts to repay.
Next time, maybe spare a thought for the person who'll get stuck having to track you down. We discussed important matters in the meeting, you know. There was some kind of accident, and now we're experiencing a delay on supplies.
And now we need to ration our food? It's a pain, but these things happen. In the worst case, we're supposed to be considering ways to forage for food ourselves, right? I suppose I can handle it if we need to fish, but I'll have to pass on tromping through the fields and mountains to harvest wild... whatevers.
Wait, how do you know all this? You weren't even at the meeting, were you?
Because I had someone who attended take notes for me.
Wait, you had someone...
More importantly, you should propose a review of our supply logistics at the next War Council meeting. Considering our current position on the front lines, we should break up the transportation of provisions along multiple routes. It may cost a little more to split things up, but it'll allow us to avoid situations like this. Overall, it should provide many benefits, and the plan will be viable for use in future campaigns too.
Wow.
Dorothea?
This sort of thing really gets your brain going, huh? Still, I wish you'd just go to the meetings and share all of these opinions. People would be thrilled at your resourcefulness, you know.
Oh, I'm quite happy with things the way they are. Attending meetings would only add to my headaches.
You can only run from this for so long, Lynn. And sure, I'll propose what you asked me to, but I'm going to do so in your name.
Wait, are you serious?
Oh, very much so. I couldn't possibly take the credit for something you thought up, right?
I suppose that's fair. I can feel the headaches forming already.
There you are. What's going on? It's not like you to send for me.
I have something to give you.
Well, this is new. What is it?
Here.
Flowers? Oh, I'm really surprised. I mean, you've never given flowers to anyone before, have you?
I had to ask some of our allies for advice. Because I wasn't sure the best way to communicate my feelings.
What do you mean?
I'm really thankful that you're my captain, but also that you're my father. I've never really told you that, so I wanted to make sure you knew.
Ah, kid.
When I asked, everyone said I should give you flowers. Apparently that's what they used to do back at the Officers' Academy. I wonder what it would have been like there.
The Officers' Academy, huh? You might have just been a student there if things had happened a little different. Or who knows, maybe you'd have ended up like Alois and forced into giving seminars or something. Not that you're really qualified to be a teacher. Anyway, these flowers did the trick, kid. Consider your message delivered. Though, to be honest, I kind of already knew. You might not give a lot away, but you're not completely unreadable. Sorry for making you think I had no idea.
That's all right. I'm just glad you know.
By the way, why'd you choose this kind of flower? Did someone suggest them?
No, I picked them out myself. I thought they were nice to look at. Calming, in a way.
You even like the same flowers as your mother. Can you inherit that kind of thing? I used to give these to Citri all the time. I'd pull them out from behind my back, and her whole face would light up like the brightest torch you'd ever seen. Maybe this is how she felt whenever she got them.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. I want to see how this mercenary life of ours is going to play out. Together. Those feelings are never going to change. And I'll do what I must to make sure you know that.
Huh. Thanks, kid.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to have a friend who knows what I like.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
I can tell you were trying to make something that would appeal to a child. But I suppose that's okay once in a while. I might eat it again. This is my favorite. You've got good taste.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Thanks. I love this. Oh, this is the best! Let's eat!
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
You like this stuff too? I knew we got along for a reason.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Wait, for me? Great. I love this stuff.
This is delicious. I feel my strength returning.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Let's get it done.
Sure. That'll be no sweat.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Let's get this over with.
I sure hope it's something I can actually do.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both. Leave it to me.
Sure, I can help. We all must do our fair share. Yeah, let's go!
I'll show you what I can do.
Time to bring down our quarry.
Let's earn our keep.
Hang in there, everyone. We gotta defend this place.
Got it.
We've got a... You're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless. Away. I'll take you all on. I'm not gonna die here. Hey, don't mind if I do.
I'm dragging the others down.
Probably best to hold this position, right?
Take this!
It'll taste more bitter than black as coffee.
Alright, here I go!
Witness of
Not a problem.
valiant efforts.
You'll have to take things from there.
Lend me your strength.
I'll fight alongside you.
Take a breather.
I'm dragging the others down. This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Here it comes! You're done!
You shall pay for this. You hear?
All right. Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
You always manage to motivate me.
I've got you.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
I'll go in front.
We can overcome any hardship, including this one.
We can skip my turn, you know. Don't mind if I do. Perseverance won the day. Great work, everyone.
I won't let myself stop here.
Your Majesty, I am glad to see that you are safe.
I am fine, Gustav. My apologies for worrying you. What is your report on the situation in the West?
For the moment, we are holding the line against the Empire's offensive. The news that Your Majesty has arrived at the Silver Maiden will do wonders for the soldiers' morale.
Unfortunately, the same can be said for our enemy. The Emperor pursued me here, and should be joining her forces at the front. But no matter how high the enemy's morale, they will not find Arianrode an easy prize to take.
In that case, perhaps our concern should lie with Lady Rhea and the Knights of Seiros.
Ah, yes. The Kingdom army parted with them to deal with the Imperial forces here in the West. I have heard nothing of their fate since. Were they able to reach Camulus safely?
No, Your Majesty. They have stopped in the northern region of the Tailtean Plains to prepare for battle.
They intend to meet the Federation army there?
It is likely they determined that with the Kingdom army unable to leave the Western Front, they would not be able to withstand a siege at Camulus.
They have assessed the situation correctly, then. The Kingdom army cannot spare enough troops to break a siege at this moment.
But if Camulus is taken, Ferdiad itself may well fall to the forces of Leicester.
To prepare for that contingency, I have ordered our citizens in the capital and the surrounding area to evacuate to Gautier territory. But does Claude truly wish to destroy Faerghus? Somehow I doubt it.
Your Majesty, a message from Duke Fraldarius. The Imperial Army seems to be taking more aggressive action. He would like you to brief the commanders on the current state of the war.
Understood. I will be there shortly.
But Your Majesty, what of the Central Church?
Gustav, we will do what must be done to safeguard our people, no matter how great the cost. Were we to bow down to the Empire and accept the Southern Church, Faerghus would fall to ruin. A great many of our people would die. However, the Federation has shown us a way to avoid such a terrible fate.
Then there is truly no other way?
We are deeply indebted to the Central Church. Yet it is a debt that I cannot repay. I will gladly accept whatever punishment I must. If it means saving even one more of my people's lives, then as the King of Faerghus, no sacrifice is too great. Forgive me, Gustav.
Your Majesty, if this is the path you have chosen, then I will walk it with you until the very end.